What are some guy secrets girls do not know about? Many men have anxiety and or depression, but we will not talk about and will get moderately annoyed at you for bringing it up. A lot of women don't understand that it takes us a lot longer to figure out how we feel about something than most women. Give us time to process, and we'll bring it up if and when we want to talk about it. But don't try to push us to be emotional, since most men aren't as driven by feelings as most women. Sometimes we pee on the poo stains in the toilet because we are too lazy to use the scrub. I do not know who complained, but the way I see, we do a fine great work. Sometimes we don't talk to people cause we don't want to intimidate them. I might see a girl with a cool shirt on, but I don't want to make her think I am coming onto her or something. Rather than freak her out that a 6'6" guy thinks she looks good today, I just leave her alone. Especially if we're on an elevator or something where she can leave if she actually is uncomfortable. If a guy told me that on my way out of the elevator and explained why he did not say it while we were still in, I did definitely think that is adorable. May even want to see him again. You have no idea how much women appreciate it when men understand how complicated and unsafe the world feels for women a lot of the time. We get raped too. Can confirm I was molested by a neighbor's babysitter 15F when I was 7. Sex is not all we want in a relationship. I'd rather be with someone who understands me but only does it once in a while than someone who I have sex with every day but do not connect with emotionally and mentally. Some of us are into things like cooking, cleaning, makeup, fashion, etc. It does not necessarily mean we are gay. Please do not tell us to man up. A lot of us were constantly told that growing up whenever we tried to express ourselves, so you saying it will often bring up bad memories. Men can be abused. Men can be raped. Men also tend to be more suicidal because society tells us we're weak if we try to discuss these things. No. We do not enjoy being raped by a hot girl. And we often do not talk about it because people will often straight up tell us we're lying about it if we do. If we haven't carried in all the shopping in one go, we haven't done it right. Smart is lining up the bags and evenly distributing the weight so you can take everything in one go. Wisdom is taking the majority on first trip and letting everyone else put away the groceries while you are on your second trip. I don't know if other guys feel this too, but I'm always afraid of accidentally making women feel uncomfortable in my presence. For example, when I happen to walk in the same direction as a woman in front of me for a while, and I am not even interested in women in the first place. This is me. All the time. I am brown, not small. And I live in a big city where women are on high alert all the time. So I go out of my way to slow down, or speed up, when walking in proximity to a woman and we are both alone. My wife, mother, and sister have made me aware of my male privilege. And it is all I can think about sometimes that I might be making someone scared just by being there. I am not afraid of repercussions for myself. I just never want to make people feel that way. I realize my smiling only helps sometimes, and speaking to them without being spoken to first is jarring sometimes. And it is not all women, but it is clear that most women will never, ever feel comfortable in the presence of a man they do not know on the street. No exceptions. I am sorry that the world is shitty, and that women are often victims of circumstances they do not control. I am trying. Ladies. And I always with interject when the panhandler gets aggressive or let you know when your bag is hanging open. I do not know the solution for this, but I'm hyper aware of it. And I hope one day the world is safe for everyone. Not just me. Maybe this is more of a dad secret, but I don't babysit my own kids. That is called fathering, damn it. My dad served in the Pacific during World War II. A kid from the Bronx. He had never been out of the Bronx in his entire life. Then he got sent to New Guinea. Decades later, as he lay dying in the hospital bed, he told us as his young friends were being slaughtered by other young men. Just before they died, they always cried for their mothers. Never for their fathers. Always for their mothers. He said. They were just kids. Just kids being slaughtered by other kids. And then they died. In his arms. Their last words were always, "Where is my mother? Where is my mother? Where is my mother?" never for their fathers. That affected him for his entire life. And Dad lived a long time. He was the lucky one. My dad fought in World War II on the European front and said the same guys would always cry out for their mothers. He reinforced how important it was to be gentle and nurturing to a boy. I do not know why, but this comment caused me to immediately weep. I cannot wait to raise a son with this perspective. Men are so precious and we need to love the heck out of them. If you compliment my appearance, I will probably remember forever. I still remember when a girl in college told me I look nice with my beard when I first grew it out. I've had a beard ever since. I am a woman. In college I complimented this random guy line for coffee that he smelled really nice. It wasn't a pickup line or anything, I just enjoyed complimenting people. About a year later we ended up having a class together and I didn't recognize him at all. He came up to me and thanked me again for the compliment I gave him a year ago and said he hasn't forgotten about how nice that was for a stranger to be so upfront and to compliment him. We'll be married 7 years in June. We have the magical power of thinking about nothing. Manspreading isn't a sexual thing. We're trying not to crush our balls between our legs. Nice try, Audrey. I am not telling you what I got you for your birthday. After a shower, we have no problem drying our balls and face with the same towel. Most of the time we try to dry the face first, then the sack. But sometimes we have to go back to the face. We just hope we use an uncontaminated part of the towel. And then by the next day the towel forgets and it resets. Truly one of nature's miracles. I am secretly an emotional wreck. I just hide it. Big hugs, big fella. We have emotions too. How ya doing, buddy? As an older man, we do not expect you to look like a supermodel as we age together. Yes, at times I do see you as I did 30 years ago and every wrinkle and flaw disappears. Yes, there are times I see every wrinkle and flaw, and know how you got every one of them. They are beautiful too. I wish more older men would answer. The answers so far are cool, but I'm also interested in hearing how life experience affects what is said. It's not uncommon for us to genuinely think you're beautiful without any makeup. People always think that it is very lady to say a woman is beautiful without makeup. Of course every woman can look better with really well done makeup. Seeing a woman without it though just feels natural, and maybe it is like primal or something. But it is like on another plane of attractiveness. It is hard to explain. This comment will be buried. But those perfectly round toilets suck. It is super annoying when your junk touches the inside of the toilet bowl. The oval toilets, like in most public toilets, are much better. Ducking fact, man. I hate the circle toilets. Your chances of getting what you want out of us are infinitely higher if you tell us directly. I can vouch for this. I was upset with myself for not picking up what I thought were clear hints. When he responded frustrated with, "I don't understand hints, just tell me what you want, woman." He really helped me communicate better. I don't know why we grow up thinking we can directly ask for things. Imagine hinting what you want at Chipotle. I just spent the last hour shouting all of these to my husband in the other room, and him replying, "Yep," when I told mine the title. He said we have all tried that one thing. Took a couple of hours. But I finally came across it a few posts up. We do not care how popular or unpopular you are with other women, so it should not factor into how you value yourself when dating. When people come crying to us, our first inclination is to fix the problem. Since this is often not possible, lead with something along the lines of, "Can I vent for a minute?" or anything that signals to us this is just a time for active listening, rather than a problem-solving session. Otherwise it's just awkward WTF is going on here, in our heads. Simply saying you need to cry tells us exactly what we need to do. When we want to be alone, it is not that we do not want to be around you. It is that we do not want to be around anyone for a bit. I get this one way too well. I go through bouts where I just do not want to talk to anyone regardless of how close we are. For me it is not even a thing where I am upset or I'd hate it if someone was around. I just need time to think and reorganize my head every so often, as well as to just shut my head off for a bit. But I mean, if they want to silently hang around, that is not a problem. I do not mind being around. I just need mental quiet. Men want to be wanted and desired too. I can count the number of times a woman has come out and either asked me out or told me she was attracted to me on one hand. And from my understanding, that is a high number. We don't miss hints because we're dense or stupid. We miss them because we have learned the hard way that sometimes it is just a friendly compliment or some such. That embarrassment sticks with you. If you've ever looked at a dude and though wow, he is attractive, I'd like to go out with him, go talk to him. Men love confident women. And even if he doesn't reciprocate, you will make his day. Or maybe even his year. If we tie down anything in the back of a pickup truck or trailer, it is physically impossible for us not to stand back and say that is not going anywhere. This is shockingly accurate. Might even be accompanied by shaking the object a bit and looking at your friend for confirmation that he also saw how much it is not going anywhere. No matter how poorly secured the object may be, you can always guarantee that it's not going anywhere. These guys' secrets seem to fall into three areas: male genitalia, toilet habits, and a lack of psychic powers when it comes to women. Got it? You forgot the fact that all men know who killed JFK, but we signed a non-disclosure agreement. There is no amount of hot sex that will stop us from masturbating as soon as we're alone. It's two separate releases and you just filled up the spank bank. Sometimes, especially if it was hot. To be honest, my ego got hella boosted when a boy texted me that he just rubbed one out to the memory of last night. Amazing. Yes, I agree completely. Knowing my boyfriend was thinking of the hot sex we had earlier while he got down to business was hot and kind of relieving to me. It is nice to be remembered. We really do think your hair is good. It looked good before and after you got a haircut. It looked good curly and it looked good straight. It looked good when you woke up and when you made it. As long as it's shaped like the hair we gave girls on stick figures when we were 5 years old. We think it looks good. I wish more girls understood that. My hair is a mess, I know it is, and I think that is ducking adorable. PLS, just be cute. 2. Seriously. I do not think girls really know how good they look with messy hair. Men can think a woman is hot without being sexually attracted to her. Men can think other men are hot without being sexually attracted to them. Some men can have a respect for someone else's looks regardless of their sex. It does not mean they want to screw that chick or that guy. It just shows a level of appreciation for the way someone looks or the way they carry themselves. We do not get the hint. Saying I almost broke my neck in the driveway is not the same as asking us to shovel it. In my mind I am thinking, thanks for the heads up, I will be careful. Subtle hints do not work. Obvious hints do not work. Anything short of spelling it out ABC style at us will not work. When I try to pick up on hints, I get it wrong almost every time. When the penis is flaccid, we sometimes like to stretch it out or duck it inside our balls for fun. You can squeeze the head of your penis and the tip lips will move like a mouth and you can talk to it. I've talked to the man downstairs too. But we don't speak of such things. Oftentimes, we genuinely don't care where we go to eat because we're just hungry and want food. Any food. As long as you eat some too. 99% of the time. I do not care. I am not being a pushover by having you choose what to eat. Because I might as well fry some hot dogs and cook pasta. Add ketchup and voila. Dinner. But I already know that is not fancy enough. So you choose. Luckily, I have found someone that will actually eat that. So our days of not knowing isn't very indecisive. We just raid the cupboard and freezer and make ourselves whatever.